Hello and happy almost summer. Today is the last day of school for us. There's no kids here today though. So we are in my kindergarten classroom right now. And as you might can see from looking behind me, we are cleaning it out. And the reason for that is that I am moving to 4th grade next year. So this classroom is still going to be a kindergarten classroom. One of my friends is going to be moving into this classroom and teaching kindergarten, and I'm going to be moving back to work with the big kids again. If you don't know me, my name's Alex. I taught 3rd grade for 4 years, and it's flying here. And then this past school year, I moved across the state of Alabama. I got a job teaching kindergarten, and this next year I will be at the same school, but I will be teaching 4th grade. So very exciting. A lot of work has been done. So I'm going to show you what my current classroom looks like right now. I'm still cleaning some stuff out of it, but I'm almost done. And I've been throwing all my stuff in my new classroom because there are a few positives to the classroom that I'm moving to. So first of all, it is a like a portable, like a trailer type of situation for that classroom, but it has carpet in it, and it was actually a special education classroom last year, so it didn't get like a ton of foot traffic like a normal classroom would. So the carpet isn't dirty at all. So I am gonna like vacuum the carpet good, but I kind of told them to forego like the summer cleaning of the room, like any cleaning that needs to be done, I can just do it. So I've actually been able to move all of my stuff into that room already, and I just have a few like bigger pieces of furniture that still need to go into that room. All right, so here's what my room is looking like right now. So luckily, the girl that's moving in here, she wants me to leave the vowel valley and the letters up there. I'm gonna take this down and that down. She also said I could leave this, and I told her that if she ever wants to get rid of this, to tell me and I'll come get that pink paper. But if she wants to leave that up, I'm gonna let her. This poster right here is like in every classroom in the school, so I'm leaving that because there's one in my classroom. This bench has to go with me. This is all staying in here except for a few things over here in this corner. This table has to go in the hallway. These two things have to go to my new classroom. That chair has to go to my new classroom. Everything in this corner has to go to my new classroom. I've got to take down this bulletin board, but I'm leaving this for her. I'm going to take my little, the more you read, the more you know thing with me, and I'm going to take down that bulletin board. And then I will be done. I've had to do like some end of the year stuff, so that's why I still kind of have my desk area set up. But this is my desk, so this desk will come with me. The only thing that won't come with me over here is this thing of the big books that stays in here. So, yes, it's kind of sad, but I'm excited to be taking on a new adventure. So it's actually the next day, and I am in my new classroom, aka the portable classroom. And my parents came up yesterday to help me, which is why I didn't film, but we moved the last bit of my belongings into this classroom, and we started to try to get the furniture where it's gonna go, but I wanted to come up here today. I actually left my laptop here accidentally, so I had to come get that, and then I thought that I would show you the current state of the classroom. So this is whenever you first walk in the door, and I don't know about anything. I don't know if anything is going to be staying where it's at right now. I'm just brainstorming. So I thought that my library would be like the cutest part of the room. So I wanted it to be like the first thing you saw whenever you come in. So I have this good bulletin board up here that I could use. This is how I have my library set up right now. This is my pink chair that I used for like kindergarten. You know, we teach a lot from the carpet and sit a lot in the chair, but I think I'm going to take this home. There's just not room for it in here. And then we come over here. So this is my big rug from my other classroom. And I think I'm just going to leave it in the library and have just a big library space. So we've got these 2 bookshelves for books, and then we've got these 2 cube shelves from Walmart for books. I think that'll be plenty. Yeah, so this was already in here. It needs to be fixed. My dad's going to have to, do some work to it. But I'm thinking that I might use this for student supplies. Not necessarily somewhere that they can just come and grab, but just where I can come and get it if it's needed. We're going to be swapping classes, I think. So I just don't know if it's something that they need to have access to, but I definitely need somewhere to keep it. So then looking over to the other side of the classroom, it's a lot. A lot of this is books, files, things like that. And then over here, I think this is going to live here. This is going to be like my student center. I have my testing shields, and then my student mailboxes are going to be here. And yeah, their books will probably end up going under their desks, but we just put them here for now. And then this really cool cube organizer was already in the classroom. I haven't decided if it's going to stay here, but I don't really know where else it would go, so I think it might stay here. And then we have this big whiteboard space, but as you can see, these whiteboards are not like the best. They said that they ordered me a 4x6 new whiteboard that's like magnetic. These are 4x8, so it's going to be a little bit smaller. I'm going to see if we can like get these taken down and not just put on top, like get the new one put on top of these. I'm going to see if we can take these all the way down. And if I need to paint, it's not a big deal because it's only May and I have till the end of summer to do stuff. So this will be the area that I'll teach from. I'm really blessed to have this, like computer, TV, whatever that can move where I need it to. Love my rolling desk. If you have been debating on whether or not to get one of these, it like raises and lowers. I couldn't teach without it. So then this is going to be where the student desks are going to go. And I'm a little nervous about this because I just don't know how I'm going to fit that many desks in this space, but we're going to figure it out. This bulletin board, I'm going to get my dad to move this down a little bit so that it's kind of even with this whiteboard. And this is for like the Wi-Fi box and all that, but they actually had to move it to another area. So I'm also going to see if my dad can take that down. And I want him to raise the whiteboard up some so that what is on it can be seen. So the next time he's here, he's going to work on that. And then over here, this is another set of shelves that was in this room. I am going to use this for just extra storage. I've got like headphones over here now, paint, extra notebooks and things like that. So I think that's what's going to live here. This is my teacher area. We're going to put, or try to put, we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we're going to try to put a curtain up right here to hide my supplies. And I felt like there was more room whenever I was first looking at it and deciding this, but there's not a ton. So my plan is to figure out what I can take home with me and put in our attic, because some stuff is going to have to go in the attic because there's just so much stuff. And like, for example, this tote right here is completely filled with kindergarten stuff that I don't want to get rid of. So there's no point in it being here. And if I ever go back to kindergarten or like first grade or whatever, I can get it out, but I definitely do not need it this year. So that is my plan over the summer, is to figure out what can be taken home. Like I said, I already know that can be taken home, and my little pink chair. But yes, it's a good space. Famous last words of a teacher. I'm only going to get a little bit of work done, and here I am like 2.5 hours later, still here, but I'm about to go home. But I wanted to show you what I did because I just sent my mom a picture and she was like, oh my gosh, you actually did a ton of stuff. So let me show you what I did. So all of this, including this tub right here, and all of this is going to be going home. This is mostly kindergarten stuff, and then a few things that I just am not going to be using. For example, this whole tote right here is full of seat sacks that go on the back of chairs that I used last year, and they're just not needed because these desks have a lot of storage. And then these are all my books that I have to go through and relabel. I got married last year, so these have my old name on them, so I've got to relabel all those. Then all of this curriculum right here, I'm the only 4th grade teacher teaching reading, and so I basically had to pull out a class set for my kids to use, but then everything else is going to have to go into storage. So that's what that is, and it's going to have to be taken out of my classroom, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. That's why I shoved it over here. And then this is what the classroom is looking like right now. I think it's looking really, really promising. It's making me feel a lot better. So this is 18 desks, and there's one more outside that I can grab, and they may have to grab me a few more, but I really have room for one more row if it's needed, which I think it will be, because just hearing about the numbers from 3rd grade last year, I think I'm definitely going to need one more row, but not going to worry about that right now. I'm just going to leave this space open for that. This pink chair is going to be going to my small group table. I still have to go through all of this stuff, but it should not take me too long, but that's going to be a problem for another day. I put all of my Christmas holiday stuff in here except for my pink tree. I couldn't fit that in there. So that's going to be able to live back there to get out. This area is still very messy, and I'm sure there's still some stuff that I could take home, but it's raining right now, so I'm not even going to be taking that stuff home anyway right now. I'm going to wait till it's not raining so we can figure that out another day. I said about that front-facing bookshelf, I think I'm going to see if the classroom across the way from me can use this cubby shelf, because I just don't think the space is going to be utilized best for that. I think it's going to be best if I have my rolling table up here to teach from, my computer set up to attach to the board, and maybe if I move my front-facing bookshelf over here, I think that's going to be a better use of space, and it's going to give me more room to walk, because as you can see, the space for me to walk is pretty narrow. So yeah, I think, and I mean, who doesn't need more bookshelf areas? I think there's only like one bookshelf over there, and I have a lot because they're just mine and I've collected them over the years. So I am going to see about moving that out. But yeah, I've got 3 extra big tubs, one little one, another little one that are completely empty. So if I need to put stuff in that to store it here or at the house or whatever, I have some extra. But yeah, I feel like I made some good progress. So that's where I'm going to end my first get the classroom ready with me for the 2025-2026 school year. And if I'm stressing you out because I've already started this, I'm so sorry. I can't leave. Like, I've got to be up here working. Like, as soon as they said you can clean what you want yourself or you can wait to get it cleaned, I was like, I'm doing it right now. So we've still got some work to do as far as like putting up curtains, like some stuff like that, moving bulletin boards, and things like that. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna go to the teacher store in Georgia, possibly Tuesday with one of my friends. So yeah, I'll tell you, I'm going to save that for the next video. Tell you what I'm thinking for like a theme. Not changing it a ton, but I'm going to be changing it just a little bit. So I'm going to be going to the teacher store to see if I can find anything for that. And so I will share that in my next video, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.